Alright, let's talk. You bought the done-for-you system. The one that promised a perfectly organized life and a streamlined business. You went all in on the foolproof, plug-and-play solution that was supposed to hand you freedom on a silver platter. So why are you still drowning in digital distractions, staring at a to-do list that's not just long, but seems to be actively mocking you by growing every single day? Here's the tough truth: the problem isn't the system. The problem is that these systems are built on a fundamental lie about productivity. A lie that keeps solo entrepreneurs just like you feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and constantly wondering what you're doing wrong. In the next few minutes, I'm going to pull back the curtain on that lie. And I'll show you the one mental shift that will actually bring you the clarity and control you were promised from the very beginning. Section 1. The seductive lie of the perfect system. Let's be honest, the promise was intoxicating, wasn't it? That vision of a perfectly oiled machine running your business while you finally got to focus on the big picture. A plug-and-play setup where automated workflows would tame the chaos, tasks would fall neatly into place, and the path to profit would just appear. For a solo entrepreneur, especially one working from home, this doesn't just sound attractive, it sounds like a lifeline. You're already juggling a dozen roles, from CEO, marketing chief, and head of customer complaints, all before lunch. The line between work life and home life has been erased and redrawn so many times it's just a blurry smudge. So, you bought in, believing this system would finally build the boundaries you so desperately need. But what's the reality? The promised clarity has just morphed into a new kind of chaos. Now you have another dashboard to check, another inbox to clear, and a whole new set of notifications pinging for your attention. Your streamlined to-do list is now an endless scroll of tasks generated by the very thing that was supposed to simplify it all. And with it comes that low-grade anxiety, that nagging feeling that you're not using it right, that you're missing some key feature, that you are somehow failing the foolproof system. The frustration is real. You've spent money and invested time setting it all up, and you're still stuck. It feels like you're running on a hamster wheel, just with more expensive, high-tech scenery. And that frustration usually comes with a side of guilt. This seems to work for everyone else, you think, so what's wrong with me? This is the seductive lie in action. The belief that an external tool can somehow fix an internal problem. Section 2. The one mental shift. Reveal. Myth busting the dream. Here's the one thing the productivity gurus rarely admit: no system, no matter how shiny or automated, can replace the craftsman. The fundamental lie is that a system can make you productive. It can't. A system is a tool. A powerful tool, for sure, but still just a tool. And a tool is only as effective as the person wielding it. The mental shift that changes everything is moving your focus from productivity to personal alignment. Let that sink in. Stop chasing productivity. Start pursuing alignment. So, what on earth is personal alignment? It's simply making sure your goals, your actions, and your environment are all working together for a single, focused purpose. Think of it this way: your done-for-you system is like a state-of-the-art kitchen. It has the best oven, the sharpest knives, the most advanced mixer. But if the chef doesn't know what meal they're cooking, if they don't have a recipe, a plan, and the focus to see it through, all they're going to make is a giant mess. You can have the fanciest kitchen in the world, but if you're just tossing random ingredients in a pot, you're not getting a gourmet meal. You're getting slop. Your system is that kitchen. It's a set of powerful, pre-configured tools. But it has no idea what your masterpiece is. It doesn't know your unique business goals. It absolutely cannot make strategic decisions for you. Without your focused intent, without your personal alignment, it just becomes another source of noise. It generates tasks without context, sends notifications without priority, and builds workflows without a destination. This is why you feel so busy but never productive. The system is working, but it's not working for you in a way that actually matters. The myth is that the system provides direction. The truth is it only provides the vehicle. You are, and always will be, the driver. Section 3. The solution explained, the 3 pillars of personal alignment. Switching from a productivity first to an alignment first mindset is a game changer, but it needs a framework. It's built on 3 pillars. Get this right, and that plug-and-play system suddenly starts to purr like you always hoped it would. Pillar 1. Goal alignment. Choose your destination. Before you even touch your system, before you glance at your task list, you need absolute clarity on your destination. A done for you system might give you a generic map, but it's your job to pick the city. Goal alignment means defining, with ruthless clarity, what actually moves the needle. As a solo entrepreneur, you simply can't afford to waste energy on busy work. And I'm not talking about some vague mission statement. I'm talking about defining your high-impact tasks. These are the 1 to 3 things that, if you get them done today, will make the biggest positive difference in your business. Is it making 5 outreach calls? Writing 1,000 words? Finalizing that big client proposal? Identify these before you open your laptop. Write them on a sticky note and slap it on your monitor. This is your North Star for the day. Now, when you open your system, you're not a passive recipient of its tasks, you're a commander. You look at the dashboard through the lens of your high-impact tasks. Everything else is just noise. The system is there to help you complete these goals, not to create 100 new ones. This one act shifts you from being reactive to being directive. Without it, you're just a cog in the machine you paid for. Pillar 2. Action alignment. Master your time and focus. Once you know where you're going, you need a plan to get there without getting sidetracked. This is where you bring in proven time management techniques, not to replace your system, but to control how you use it. First, embrace time blocking. This is where you carve out specific, non-negotiable blocks of time in your calendar for your high-impact tasks. A 90-minute block labeled Write Client Proposal becomes a fortress. During this time, you aren't in work mode, you are in proposal mode. Close the other tabs. Turn off the notifications, yes, even the ones from your fancy system. You only engage with the system as it relates to that single task. This creates the deep focus needed for high-quality work, a state that's impossible to reach when you're reacting to pings and dings. Second, inside those time blocks, use the Pomodoro Technique. This method is famous for a reason. You work in a focused 25-minute sprint, then take a 5-minute break. During that sprint, you have one job: work on your chosen task. Nothing else. If a random thought pops into your head, "Oh, I need to buy milk," jot it down on a notepad and get right back to the sprint. This literally trains your brain to resist the urge to multitask. Your done-for-you system is a playground for multitasking. Action alignment means you refuse to play. You use the parts of the system you need for the task at hand and ignore the rest. You are taking back control of your attention, one 25-minute block at a time. Pillar 3. Environmental alignment. Build your cockpit. As a solo entrepreneur working from home, your environment is one of the most critical, and most overlooked, factors for success. You can't achieve alignment in a space designed for chaos. Environmental alignment is about deliberately designing your physical and digital spaces for pure focus. Your physical workspace needs to be a cockpit, not a rec room. It has to be a dedicated, organized, distraction-free zone. This separation is vital for telling your brain when it's time to work and when it's time to rest. If your desk is also your dining table and your Netflix station, your brain never gets a clear signal. A clean desk isn't a luxury, it's a professional tool that enables focus. Just as important is your digital environment. A plug-and-play system can become the single biggest source of digital distraction if you let it. You have to be ruthless. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Schedule specific times to check emails and system alerts, rather than letting them hijack your day. Think of it as setting firm boundaries. You wouldn't let a coworker barge into your office every 5 minutes with a random question, so why do you let your software do it? Treat your system like an employee. It works for you, on your schedule. You dictate the terms. When you curate your physical and digital worlds, you create a sanctuary for deep work, making alignment almost effortless. So, what's the one distraction that pulls you out of alignment the most? That one notification, that one website? Drop it in the comments below. Just acknowledging it is the first step to conquering it. Section 4. Addressing the common counter-argument. Now, I can already hear it, but I paid for a done-for-you system so I wouldn't have to do all this. The whole point was for it to automate everything. And that's a perfectly fair point. But it's based on a slight misunderstanding of what these systems are actually meant to automate. A plug-and-play system is brilliant at automating the repetitive, predictable, low-level tasks. It can send follow-up emails, schedule social media posts, and track project steps. It automates the mechanics of your business. What it cannot automate is the why and the when. It cannot automate strategic thinking. It cannot automate deep, creative work. It cannot automate the high-level decision-making that is the real job of an entrepreneur. The system's purpose was never to do your job for you. Its purpose is to clear away the administrative clutter, so you have more time and mental energy for your real job. It's a force multiplier, but you have to be the one applying the force, and you have to aim it in the right direction. Believing the system can choose that direction for you is the trap that keeps so many entrepreneurs busy, broke, and burned out. So, your done-for-you system isn't failing. Your approach to it is. You've been chasing productivity, hoping an external tool would magically organize your internal world. The real shift, the one that will finally unlock the profit and peace of mind you were looking for, is to stop chasing productivity and start pursuing personal alignment. It starts with goal alignment, knowing your 1 to 3 high-impact tasks before the day even starts. It's put into practice through action alignment, using techniques like time blocking and Pomodoro to command your focus and your system, not be commanded by it. And it's all held together by environmental alignment, consciously designing your physical and digital worlds to be sanctuaries of focus, not arenas of distraction. Stop searching for the perfect system and start building the aligned entrepreneur. The system is just the tool. You are the architect. The moment you truly get that is the moment you take back control. If this idea of personal alignment clicks with you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because this is the foundation for everything we talk about on this channel. And for your very next step, watch this video right here on how to conduct a weekly alignment review. It's the perfect way to start putting these ideas into action today.